So before I move on to look outside, a lot of you know that I really like the Pyro Land stuff. I love the Pyro Land paints. I think Pyro Land is really cool. I'm a big fan of the rainbow.
Alright. Good evening. We're back once again. We're starting a new hack tonight. Tonight is Sour Crystal at long last. This is by SoupPotato. And Zumi has contributed work to it, so he was the one who recommended it. God, like, before even Poke October. So it's been on the docket for a hot minute. Obviously, this is a hack of Pokemon Crystal. And it has a lot of stuff. Let me run down the list here. Alright, new custom sprites. 200 have been tweaked or redone. Challenge mode system can be set during a new game. Fully functional Safari Zone with 4 custom biomes. Overworld weather. Unique party sprites. Updated stats to Gen 7. Updated move properties. Updated move pools. Upgraded trainer rematch system to make grinding more enjoyable and rewarding. A complete overhaul of the PC box, which is now functional like Gen 3. No more saving between boxes required. Thank fucking God someone got that one. Some post-game Pokemon are now available in Johto, such as Houndour and Slugma. Updated battle color system for dynamic attack animations. Updated attack animation for some moves. All 251 Pokemon available. Instant Apricon balls. Visible berries and apricons on Overworld. Each tree respawns at 12 a.m. each day. A berry pocket to reduce your main pocket from getting full. Thank goodness for that. Yeah. Get in that in a second. New pager system that removes the need for HM slaves. HMs can be used in original games. The pager function as a backup if needed. Okay. Reusable TMs. Ghost type's now special, and the dark type and dragon type are now physical. Interesting change. Because a lot of Gen 2's dark types were very misaligned to their stats. Most of them had pretty bad special attack and overly hyped up physical attack. New swarm system. Now with more than 95 different swarms, swarming Pokemon now have increased chance of being shinies. Almost all bugs from Gen 2 have been fixed. Kanto has been restored to its Gen 1 size, including some cut areas. Kanto now has headbutt trees. All HGSS exclusive routes and trainers have been ported. Trade evolutions can now be obtained by using a new item called the Linking Cord, or simply using the item required for trading that Pokemon, so King's Rock, Metal Coat, etc. A move reminder, and other small goodies. So lots of cool stuff. And then this is version 6.2, and I want to emphasize that because currently on the archive there is 5.5 that someone had archived, but this is a newer version. And this is important because the first bullet on 6.2 is the game now tags your save file for future updates. It allows save files to be updated in-game with the next update. This is extremely important, particularly to me, because I have lost save files between update versions. Specifically, Star Beast Asteroid version. I had to completely start over and redo a whole, 20-hour playthrough at that point. Because I was a goober and did not update my game properly. Item Finder has been reworked to function like Fire Red Leaf Green. Arrows will appear showing you direction of nearby hidden items. Pokegear now displays a day plus time for trainers that can be refought. Interesting. Fossils are slightly easier to notice when moving through Mount Mortar. I don't know, there are fossils in there. Damn. I haven't been to Mount Mortar in fucking ever. Fossils are slightly easier to notice when... Oh, wait a minute. Fossils in Pewter City Museum are now colored. Updated the sprites for a bunch of Pokemon. Updated animations for some things. Bug fixes. Depositing a Pokemon in daycare will no longer corrupt your party on a rare occasion. Battling Sudowoodo after Elite Four won't trigger Flora's script again. Metal Powder now works correctly on Ditto. And... What did Melta Power do? Corrected spelling, grammar, and errors in game. Okay, so that first bullet point was probably the most important for why I wanted to do this version first. And emphasize, if you do want to try, if you want to try this one after you see this, or whenever you see this, just go get the 6.2, just to make sure you can save your stuff. Okay, now I want to see this challenge mode, and I immediately missed the options. Let's be girl. 2 difficulty modes. Which mode would you like? Higher level Pokemon. Yeah, let's do that one. This cannot be changed. Yeah, sure, fine, that's fine. I'm not going to read through everything because this is more of a typical. Oh, there's evening now. That's neat. 10. And then it is in 19. Okay. I don't need to narrate fucking Pokemon Crystal to you. Though I do wish I'd fucking turned the fast speed on. So this is, I was kind of considering doing a Nuzlocke of this, but I just kind of want to play with the features now. I want to see what this is first. And maybe later we can go back and do a Nuzlocke of it. I'm going to try my very best to keep it together, but I did do a run today, so I am. There we go. That makes hold on. Yeah, that makes no sense. There we go. I don't know how you pronounce that. I'm tired. I have a headache. And I was planning a whole lot more shit posting with this before all that. Like, yeah, fuck it, whatever. Alright, let's change some options real quick before we go anywhere. Fast, on, set. Interesting, they kept that. Menu cap off. I kind of like 8. Okay. Balls, berries, key items. Okay. Yeah, I've actually been playing, a little anecdote, I've been playing Gold on my spare time, just for funsies, and I've been doing that Crocodile thing. I never realized that Gold, in spite of having extra different packs, or different, what do you call it? Compartments in your pack, you still run out of inventory space. Yeah, that's fucking annoying. No, it's not Sunday. Is it? What day is it? Is it Monday? This has been such a fucked week, man. I'm already tired. And sure, yeah, fine, that's fine. It's always daylight saving time as far as I'm concerned with this fucking game. Aren't you clever? Thank you for getting rid of that giant fucking explanation. I hated that they would always give you that, like, massive fucking wall of text telling you how to use the phone after you've sold, like you said, you know how to use the phone. I should have done Faint Sour. Fuck, man. Oh well. Too little, too late, I guess. Alright, so who should I start with? I completely forgot about this detail in Crystal, that they give him, like, even though he's got a PC in the back, they give him a completely separate table or a desk with a laptop just to show how hip and trendy he is. Because that was like the hippest shit back in 2000 was like laptops, even though they all sucked. They had like these weird, like, not even LCD, like fucking DMG screens, and they're all monochrome. So they were just like the barest minimum utility to them. I remember playing, like, my dad had some, and like I would play like solitaire on his, and it was like hard as fuck to see the cards. Okay, so I'm already doing Totodile in one playthrough on my own time. And I'm already doing Chikorita in another. So I think I'm going to go to Cyndaquil. Yeah. Even though I've honestly, like, even like Cyndaquil was always the one I picked first. I like his appearance, his aesthetic, but man, he gets boring. He's so fucking boring. He's Charizard without the fucking physical attack side of him, and Flame Wheel, and that's just fucking Cyndaquil, you know. Oh, it's a girl. Let's name her Cindy. That's rare. You don't get girl starters that often. At least I don't think you did. It used to be some kind of weirdly weirdly lopsided, like, was it 75% male chance, 25% female? I don't know. It was enough that I had to, like, if you wanted a female starter, you'd have to reset a couple times. Alright. Ba ba ba. Off we go. Is there a run button? That's usually like the staple thing they put in these is a fucking run button. No run button. As far as I know, no run button. So just kind of gotta chug right along, I guess. You turn this down my ear a little bit. Everything's kind of like, I don't know what's going on. Everything is just kind of bugging me tonight. I'm just kind of annoyed in general. I'm grumpy, I guess. I don't know. It may have been a good idea to just go take a nap or go to sleep early tonight. But I don't know. We probably should be like pretty liberal on collecting Pokemon. Just because I want to see what some of these changes are. Oh, I haven't even looked at my fucking dude yet. We haven't checked out Cindy. Cindy Lou in Timbuktu. I kind of want to keep Cindy unevolved. I don't like... See, here's my issue with Cyndaquil. I like its overall appearance because it kind of reminds me of like a Tanuki or a Kitsune mask, right? Like, it looks like a Japanese festival mask, which I think fits the motif of Johto, right? But when it evolves, you know, it just turns into some kind of like generic furry blob thing. Like, I don't know if the Japanese actually know what an echidna is, but every attempt to have one in fiction has been like just a completely different creature constantly. But I do like Cyndaquil. Let's look at the Pokemon. Let's check them out. We always save that. So it's got a new little sprite. That's very cute. Okay. Animation looks good. No abilities or natures. I was kind of expecting that to be put in. But yeah. Okay. Fairly standard. This is marked as more of a quality of life hack with extra features attached to it, so I wouldn't expect anything too revolutionary from Crystal itself. And this is always a point of contention because there's so many fucking Crystal hacks that try and like laud themselves as the perfect Crystal hack. You know, it's like just make the hack, just do your thing. share your vision and let the people decide where it ranks, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I should fight this now. I should be using smokescreen, but I don't know. Can't be katooshed for it. Uh-oh. Everything else I think we have to run from. It's always so disappointing how, like, he says this is the sea, but it's like when you finally get surf come back, it's just like this little patch, this nothing pond of water. Also, I want to state if we encounter problems tonight, I wasn't entirely sure what version of Crystal this needed to be patched to, so I just used like a regular one, rather than like one of the bigger 16-bit or whatever those are, the new board ones. So if there's problems tonight, I can probably say it's on my end and it's my responsibility. Oh, we need to get that berry. Now we'll come back for it. I don't actually remember what the vanilla tables are. Oh, I guess Spinnerack's in here. Oh god, do we get another Spinnerack? I like Spinnerack. I think we will. Spinnerack's always kind of been one of those staples for me. And it would be nice to see what some of the changes are, because it's one of the ones I know the most. I actually really like the coloring too. I don't know why in gold, every picture that isn't in the game of it, you see it's green. It's that lovely kind of olive-ish green yellow. And yet for whatever fucking reason, what is this thing? For whatever fucking reason, it's like in shadow in the gold sprite. It's so weird. It's a berry tree. It's an orange berry. So wait a minute. What was the other thing I just grabbed? I wasn't paying attention. Potion. Green. Oh, it's a green apricorn. Okay. So there's just orange berries, not just berries. Why does this room look so washed out? That's kind of odd. That looks like it's not even... Like, what's going on here? Why is it so... It's like it's got a tint on it or something. I feel bad for Foresight in Gen 2. It was like the solution to a problem that was no longer even worthy of addressing at that point. Gen 1, yeah, Foresight would have been amazing. Gen 2, it's like you don't even fucking give it a second thought. Knockdown was never like Hoodoo Knockdown. Never really one of my favorites. Like I like Hoot Hoot's design, but it really looks like there was some kind of like clock theme here, right? Like I see like a grandfather clock, but no, nothing to Knockdown. It's just kind of like it's a worse Hypno, I guess. Plus, its main gimmick, when you finally get it, like near the end level, is hypnosis and dreaming. I cannot stand using sleep moves. I just don't like them. Let's see. There's that potion. I'm kind of tempted for whatever reason to put this into like double speed. I don't know. I think honestly, I think I'm just being impatient. I really do. I'm not gonna do it. You know, that's not exactly fair. I'm assuming whatever they did with the colors affected this kind of inadvertently. I don't know. It's weird. How close are we to a level? Oh, yeah, you know what? Let's go fight something real fast. Hold on a minute. Ah, you know what? That's why it felt slower. I was still had it on 55 speed when I was playing Star Beast. There we go. That's better. No wonder I was feeling sluggish. I was like, it's not normally this slow. What's going on here? Alright. Good old Totodile. I love his little stamp. Damn it. Should have taken Totodile. Alright. Yeah, that was easy. I mean, like, there's any fucking possibility it's going to be a challenge, but you know. Oh. Just have to keep an eye out for extra trees. Alright, so I'm going to actually deviate from the tradition of just leaving him the 3 question marks. I'm going to name him tonight Pancake. That's a good name for a rival. Pager card. Latest Pokegear card. The Pokegear Pager system, PPS for short, allows you to call on a special Pokemon to aid you on your travels. You need a pager to use it first. Okay. So can I actually... Can I use it to like... Okay, I don't have anybody. It's like fucking Telefang. That's funny. I'm all for mashing more mechanics from Star Beasts and Telefang back into Pokemon. I may have to fuck around with the time. Due to the time that we stream, like, we'll just never see some things in the morning. Poke October had the same issue too. Because I just played it at night, and I only ever saw things that came out at night. One thing I'm thinking, if there's now more swarms, I'm kind of wondering if it's like, did they do anything to the phone system where you can have more than 10 people? So I never realized in the vanilla game you have to reserve like 8 slots just for rare Pokemon swarms. You know what we need to do? We need to look at the PC. Alright, look at that. Very nice. Very nice. Very impressive. Alright, let's go ahead and catch a spin rack. My favorite Gen 2 man. There's the winner. Yeah. Probably can catch it out of this poison. There we go. If prey becomes ensnared in its nest of spun string, it waits motionlessly until it becomes dark. Interesting. Oh. Spitter. That's a name for a spinner, I believe. Again, very nice little sprites. I guess they did a unique sprite for everybody. You know, let's just switch train. I don't really want to waste time back here. Joey in a different spot than usual. The hour of sleepy is upon us. I'm gonna have to take a break here in a couple minutes. Do I have to have more Pokemon in order to battle better? No, I'm sticking with what's this one no matter what. This is gonna get you a phone number. I'll ring you for some battles. I'm a rookie too, so I think I may be a good motivator. Yeah. Always get Joey. It's a classic, a staple. Joey and Wade. It's crazy. One of my favorite moves on Spinarak is actually Scary Face. I love the idea of cutting a defense or a speed in half. That's different. So I've kind of found that my favorite way to play this game is three dudes. I kind of like the idea of three dudes, and this is even better with this pager system. I don't have to convert one of my three dudes into being the HM slave. Like Totodile in my gold playthrough was the HM slave because all he learned was fucking HM moves. You're a Pokemon trainer, right? No. Okay. I don't have to narrate that. I am not tired. I am confident. He says to himself. Rhetorically. I think Spitter can handle this. Maybe Spitter can't handle this. There we go. It was like about fucking time. Oh, of course it crits. God damn it. Poor Spitter. Had that in the bag. And what was it for? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I could probably do without having the headphone in. I don't know. I don't like, why am I expecting to hear something different? I know what this music is. Ah, shit. God damn it. Maybe she's an antidote. I don't feel like going back. You know, we could take Rocky this time. I do love a good rock. I love a good Onyx. I'm actually doing another solo playthrough of Onyx. And I just beat Brock. And honestly, like, it's not hard to beat Brock with Onyx, but you just have to be faster. So when you're generating your Onyx, you want the highest IV of speed. Though I'm not exactly sure how high that is. But I beat him at level. I was kind of hoping to be under level, but at the very least I didn't have to grind until I got bind. So I've got yet another video game idea I'm never going to make. It's just a constant thing for me, right? But the premise is you are playing as a 8 or 9-year-old, whatever, in Christmas of 1999, and you get Pokemon for the very first time, and then you go and you have 10 weeks to spring break where there's a big Pokemon tournament, and you and all your friends and all your classmates are entering. So you have 10 weeks to beat the game, get your team ready, and everything you need to do. So the way I kind of see it as is almost like one of those old school first-person RPGs. Like Wizardry or something, where you have a Game Boy. Like your equipment is a Game Boy, a carrying case, the game cart, like AAA's, a link cable, everything you need to play, and you'll have your manual to, just generally the stuff you would expect to have. All right, let's swap out for Cindy. And the whole idea is that you have to manage your time wisely, because you can't just play Pokemon 24 hours a day, right? You have to sleep. You're a kid, you like 10 hours of sleep a night. You have to do your homework. You have to eat supper. You have to abide by school rules. You can do things that would be underhanded. You can try and play Pokemon after your bedtime in your room. But doing so could risk you losing your Game Boy more, Just kind of a fun, I love this idea. I've been doing more and more research into, particularly not 1999, but 1998, with, might as well use potions. I never use these potions for shit. Let's use them now. That year that Pokemon came out in 1998, and how it was kind of it wasn't really that big a deal initially, Nintendo Power was they weren't super excited about it. It didn't really hit their top 10 list for games until December of that year, But it was in early 1999 that things really started to get rolling, And then by about March, I think, Pokemania was set in full time. I think there's a baby awake. I hear someone's being sad. I have to go check on her. That's okay. I need to get up and take a break anyway and get some more water. Wake up a little bit. But I just kind of wanted to make a game that kind of emphasized like that kind of that period. And I think I did determine that I had in fact gotten my game in 1999, because one of the things I got before I got my game was 2 packs of the trading card game, and the trading card game came out in '98. But I don't believe these were base decks. These were actually like the second or third expansion beyond those. So maybe it wasn't 1999. I don't know. I do remember Pokemon Pinball and Pokemon Snap being in the stores and just being absolutely flummoxed by those. Just flabbergasted, dingledorfed, bespoke. I don't know. Words. I'm going to go take care of my baby. I'll be right back and get some water. Nah, I'm back. The baby has been dealt with. Man, I can't really call her the baby anymore. I got another baby coming. She ain't the baby no more. That's crazy. It's a little behind the scenes things. I don't know why I did this. And the reason why I was kind of delayed tonight, because I was initially getting things set up around 8:30. You know, just to have them ready and out of the way. I somehow managed to patch my game with 6.1 and not 6.2. I don't know how I managed to do that, because I went to the exact right spot and I downloaded what I thought was 6.2. It just kind of ended up not being 6.2. Weird. Oh, exciting news too. I found a game I've been looking for a long time. Remember when I played Pokemon Black, the creepypasta one, right? I was talking about how there was a whole era of games that kind of just disappeared because people didn't preserve them, and one of them was this version of what I thought was Pokemon Black, but it was in gold. It was a Gen 2 game. I actually found it. It's called Lost Silver, and I'm going to play it in October. I'm very excited for that. I don't think it was particularly long, but the only thing I really remember is just it was in the tower kind of tile set. I don't even remember what it was about, honestly. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that now. I also kind of want to play Master of Darkness. I saw Jupiter Client play this, and it 100%, I agree with him. It was definitely a game that should have had extra, like, additional titles released on that series, because it is a fantastic Castlevania-like game. God damn, every time, Cindy, stop it. Poison Magnet. I believe it is, a Game Gear game, so I'm not entirely sure how I would emulate that. I'm sure I can find a Game Gear emulator somewhere, but I don't know. Anything that's not BGB for my system or my computer just seems to just can't stand the idea of capturing it or running it with OBS. I don't know, man. I just have shit luck with things, I guess. So we might play Master of Darkness, and it occurred to me I haven't played any of the NES Castlevanias. I might do that. I don't know. I feel like when anyone talks about NES Castlevanias, they're really just talking about Castlevania 2 and 3. You know? Like, it's just a given that you have played and beaten the first game 10,000 times. So you're either going to be grinding through what's it called, Belmont's Curse, or just doing Castlevania 3. Pokeball. Now I'm wondering, can we catch a Bellsprout at night? I guess we should go heal first. I guess the Bellsprout? No, it's a Ghastly. That's neat. But not what I wanted. Still, we're gonna kill it. I want that juicy special attack. Joke's on you, nerd. You can't paralyze me tonight. There's a lot of Pokemon that, like, in Gen 2 when they introduced... Oh, shit. When they introduced genders, I really didn't understand the thought behind it. Like, Totodile, Cyndaquil, Rattata. Yeah, sure, that's fine. They're animals. Ghastly has female anatomy, apparently. So does Geodude. You know, it's just I can't wrap my head around what they're thinking with some of these. And then they go out of their way to make a whole bunch of Pokemon genderless. Like, pick a lane. Okay, now they said a whole bunch of trainers were brought in from Harkle, so do I need to be talking to NPCs? You know what we're gonna do? Jesus, that was a loud fucking pop. What the hell? We're gonna go into Sprout Tower. We're gonna fight a Bellsprout and see. Let's see if they updated the. Okay, just I don't think they updated it for when it is at night, or whether it's at night. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna worry about it. I think we're better off just moving along. Sprout Tower is kind of a mixed bag for me. I really, again, I love the aesthetics. I love the design and the whole motif behind it. I just hate having to fight 28 fucking Bellsprouts to get Flash. You know? Let's see what this does. Decent. One thing I love about Spinarak, if it resists something, it resists it hard. Like fighting, grass, I'm trying to think of the other ones, poison, like just quarter damage everywhere. Everywhere you look, it's chip damage. Like, I kind of like that idea. Like, you don't need a Mon to be that tanky as long as it's got a good type advantage. That was always kind of the concept of Replica Keepers, which I've once again completely forgotten I was going to play. Fuck. Alright, maybe after this one. So I'm kind of wondering, maybe I should actually put this on fast forward a little bit. Because we do need to get into Kanto to see some of the post-game stuff. Some of the stuff was mentioned that they did in fact change Kanto and how it looked. And fuck, hold on. Let me look up how long it takes to actually get through Pokemon Gold. I guess I do Crystal. Uh, 20.5 hours for the main game, and that's like, fuck. If I stream 3 hours a night, that would be, my math's fan, about 9 streams. You know, and that's just the complete, I'm assuming that's like up the red. I don't know. So the point is, though, I'm like, this is kind of turning out to be just vanilla with some stuff and I'm not really sure if I want to do a whole playthrough of vanilla and some stuff. You know, like it's things that I've seen before, like Star Beast Comet or Poke October. You know, those were fun to go through because they're completely different. But this, you know, I don't know how many people want to see a whole another playthrough of. Oh, that's really early. Holy shit. Of fucking Crystal. Love me some Leech Life. Oh, that's a later animation. Spinnerack is a very physically attacking or physically offensive bug that is beleaguered with other bad stats and also Nightshade, which kind of like it's a crutch. You can either just rely heavily on Nightshade and never worry about physical attack, or you can use moves that are good physical attack. And I don't know. Never worry about Nightshade. Man, I don't even know if my computer can stream for 3 hours. That's another question. Should probably cool it on the Leech Life. Not really sure why I'm letting Spitter get all the fucking levels in here. We probably need to swap them out. What's up, Wade? Thanks, pal. You ever remember people just calling to talk? Like, just talk about horse shit? Like, I feel like anytime I have to talk to somebody, it's for, like, a reason now. You know, some kind of purpose. I honestly can't remember the last time I just called someone just to fucking talk. Maybe that's more of a reflection on me. Give me a sec here. I gotta choose. That's fine. So I just filled this thing. It's already half empty. You know what? Fine, whatever. I don't really like clove at all. You know, his contrast looks a lot better when you're blue. You know, him being like red or orange looks a lot nicer. Flash pager. Reef Shine was added to the PPS. How have I not encountered anything this entire time? That's neat. So we need to figure out what our third is going to be. Might do 3 or 4. 3 to 4, I think, is like the most balanced, experience-wise. I don't know. Should we just let's let Splitter try a few. That's a neat little. I like that. It's a neat little sprite. See how bad this is. Okay. All right. Let's try. See how it rolled on the bones here. Damn. Okay. I was hoping for sand attack. Look how big Pidgeotto is. It's huge. Huge. It's ginormous. I always feel like they got the evolutions mixed up. Like Pidgeot should be the second, Pidgeotto should be the third. That wasn't bad. Good old mud slap. Fucking worthless. I don't know, should we bring back the Return of the Yoker? This fucking metronome ass. Egg. So I use Mareep in gold. And I'm not really a big fan of Mareep anymore. It's very one note, you know? Very specialized. Not particularly fun, honestly. Oh shit, Bellsprout. We could actually take. Woo-hoo-hoo. We could get Onyx. Hmm. Let's use Constrict. Let's just chip it. Sorry, we're having fucking revelations appear in the Discord tonight. I used to have this unofficial Pokemon Trainer Survival Guide. Okay. By Mark McDonald. Apparently he made two of these. And apparently now there's like we're finding out there's even more of these damn things. Like my mind's getting blown here. Oh. That's interesting. I'm gonna name you Gimme That. Alright, let's go get Rocky. I honestly didn't expect to get him tonight. Is that an Ekans? Whoa. Okay, I kind of want an Ekans too. I'm not opposed to that. It's better getting bodied by a fucking snake. Jesus, rap is no joke. Like, it's not obviously Gen 1 rap, but it still does quite a bit of damage, especially when you have no fucking health. Alright. Alright, what do we name him? Ziggy. I like Ekans and Arbok. Oh shit, there's another one right here. Charber. I remember somehow I would get super lucky and this Onyx would be shiny. And I wouldn't understand that what a shiny was, so I wouldn't save that game. I would just like save over it. What does Rocky have? Persimmon-berry, okay. What do we have stat-wise? Harden, tackle, screech, okay. We're all set now. Gang's all here. I think we'll try and make it down to that other Poké Center tonight. Okay, who should go up first? Let's throw Rocky up first. I'll always love Onyx. It's Wooper. That's another one I like. Does it know water gun? Oh, it knows mudslide. Fuck. Man, I didn't know Pokemon Crystal had its own Game Shark. Like, it's even the same kind of color of the cart. That's pretty cool. Learning something new every day. Let's get Ziggy in here. Damn, doesn't even know a poison sting. How embarrassing. Oh, that wasn't smart, was it? Damn, we're that close. Oh, God. close. I probably could have sent Zubat back out, or Spinarak back out. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and save right here, call it an evening, because it is midnight on the nose. Alright. So, I'm going to debate tomorrow about how we want to continue this playthrough. I do want to see all the content, but again, if it's just a quality of life and not much more than that, kind of hard to justify a full playthrough. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Regardless, I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.